too, because it should be. It's more wider than what it looks. Shalom, shalom,
Shalom.
shalom. Giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. We just fellowshipping with the Akim, the brethren. All throughout the time, we've pretty much been talking about the same thing and how Jake, you need to get on the ball, get on the task, and follow the spirit of life, man. Because the scripture, as we're going to read, it talks about how the carnal mind is enmity with the Most High, man. To have a carnal mind, you basically put yourself outside the temple. You basically made yourself profane to where, the Lord's not dealing with you, man. But those that seek after life, they're going to find it. As the scripture said, Yahushua said that, man. When you seek after Yahushua, which he comes in the spirit of life, then guess what? You're going to receive that spirit of life, all right?
That's right.
Carnal. Everybody got scriptures?
Yeah, I got one real quick.
Yep.
This is Proverbs 16:3. Commit thy works unto Yahweh, and thy thoughts shall be established.
Yep.
Yep. You commit
Yeah. Commit your thoughts. Meaning you got to channel your spirit, essentially, unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yep, you up in there. Yep. Channel your thoughts unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. What was the last part it said?
All right. I'll read it again. Proverbs 16:3. Commit thy works unto Yahweh, and thy thoughts shall be established.
That's right. The key point in there was commitment. All right, and that's what we're starting to see. The line is being drawn on who's committed to this truth and who's not. All right. Why? Because people start to utter certain things. They start to do certain things. Why? Because that's the scripture says wherever a man's heart is, wherever his treasure is, that's where a man's heart is going to be also, man. So you see who's chasing after the spirit. You see who's following after the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai by their works and by what they say.
That's right.
Yep.
I have a precept.
Come.
This is 2 Corinthians 4, and I started 1. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, not handling the word of the Most High deceitfully, but by a manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of the Most High. Yep. And that goes into exactly what you were bringing out, man. We put away that former man, and we could commending ourselves to the sight of the Most High, or doing the work of the Most High, man. You see what I'm saying? You look at the word commending, means basically to bring together. You see, and that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying, with this work.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yep. If you can, you might get Romans 8. Romans 8 and 1.
Romans 8 and 1. There is therefore no condemnation to them which are in Yahushua Mashiach.
That's right. There's no condemnation to those that are in Hamashiach Yahushai, man. All right. Meaning what? They're not going to be in perplexity. They're not going to be confounded. All right. By the other ways of this life. All right. The other doctrines that are out there, that are lingering around. People coming up with stuff out of left field, man, breaking down scriptures wrong, and that's basically they're condemned, because they don't walk in the spirit of life, man. They're walking in darkness, man, tripping over stuff, walking into the walls, just looking bad, man.
True.
Keep going.
Who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit.
See, that's the point right there. Don't walk after the flesh. Don't walk after your own desires. You walk after the spirit, which is everything written in this book. John, what's that? 6:63. The words that I speak unto you, they are life. All right? The flesh profiteth nothing, man. Okay? Because it's all about these words and what's written in the word, man. The focal point is Yahushua ultimately, man. Okay? Keep going.
For the law of the spirit of life in Yahushua Mashiach hath made me free from the law of sin and death.
Yeah, free from the law of sin and death. Meaning what? Everything, that we've grown to know and that we think is right, is that we found out is wrong, man.
It's death.
It's death.
It doesn't lead to life.
Come. Come.
And we're in the business of living now. We're going to keep pushing that vibration out there, man. Death is, black culture is death. Look at the decision making within what we came out of. It leads to death, man. They don't think. Like the brother posted this precept. I'll read it real quick. GMS Solemn Assembly, Shalom. Was just talking about how the brother do beautiful videos. And here's the first comment. It says, he that hath, Proverbs 25 and 28, he that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken and without walls. And that's Jake without the laws. That's why they're equated to as brute beast. That's Jake without the judgment, the ways of righteousness. Yeah. They're just out here in this world and look at the fruits of their works without having this wisdom at the forefront of everything. They lose.
Yep. They don't have a shepherd. They're sheep without a shepherd. Right. They have no guidance. You know, and also too, the wall represents the name of the Lord as well. That's right. You know, that the name of the Lord is our strong tower. The righteous runneth into it. Okay, runneth into it, man. All right, it's meaning immediately when we in trouble and something's going wrong, you're not feeling something right. You know, you get a negative thought in your mind. What do? You run unto that name, and it's a border, it's a wall, it's safety. That's okay, right. He said, runneth into it, and it's safe. That's right. You're good now. All right, because you put on the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, as opposed to putting on your own spirit, which is carnal, which leads to death. That's right. You know. That's right.
It says that, like the brother said, that the name of the Lord is a strong tower. In a time of war, when the city was being besieged, you would have the kings and his family. They would run to the strong tower, man. And that strong tower was defense against
incoming danger,
enemies. You see, and like the brothers going into, man. That's the name that we run into, man. Run unto, man. And also not only the name, but his will and his way. You know what I'm saying? We don't lean on to our own understanding and try to do things our way. You see? Like the world teaches you to do. You know?
Come.
I'm gonna get back to that.
Come.
Okay. This is verse 4. Actually, let me start at 3 for you. Verse 3. This is Romans 8 and 3. For what the law could not do. Actually, we left at 2. Verse 2. For the law of the spirit of life in Yahushua Mashiach had made me free from the law of sin and death. For what the law could not do, and that it was weak through the flesh, the Most High sending his own Son in his likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin condemns sin in the flesh.
And that's what we're doing.
Right.
You know, through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. That's what we're doing, man. All right? We're condemning sin in the flesh, man. We're putting off those odious works that we learned from the heathen, man. Those wicked deeds, you know, like for instance, this weekend, man. This weekend you got a bunch of filth just popping up all weekend, man. You know, you got the so-called Jews, they keeping the Passover. You know, you're going to have ISUPK, which they're going to have a bunch of heathens, and they Passover.
They invited G-Man.
Yeah? Yeah. See? Come on. To your Passover? And the craziest thing about it is that they're actually going to do it right.
I don't know if he's going to be there, but they invited him.
Right. If he welcome to come, anybody can come.
Sarnetta was there.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, say hypothetically all these dudes come again. But they're going to have more people come because it's one big show to them. But see, what the Lord is doing, he's doing it to their own condemnation because he's going to allow them to do it right this time, man. Because it's actually this is actually a Sabbath. Yep. So you're going to be keeping it at the same time with the rats, and then you got Easter coming in, and which is going to be in your feast of unleavened bread, pretty much. You know, and then we was looking up that satellite. It's supposed to be falling from the Chinese satellite's supposed to fall in basically the northeast hemisphere of America this weekend. You know, so look, things is happening, man, and those that are following the spirit, the scriptures, you're gonna be good, man. You're gonna be good, man. Why? Because we doing things the right way, man. All right, the right way is on the earth right now, man. Yahweh Shai came, he laid his life down for his sheep. All right, he gave him the blood, he gave him the bread. He said, "Look, you good now, man." All right, but then you got people out there again. They want to do things their own way. That's right. And then what? They're gonna lead unto that. They're gonna fall right into death, like the scriptures say, man.
The way of Cain. He tried to do it his own way.
Right, making your own sacrifice, man. You know?
Can I get this for you?
Con.
This is Matthew 7, and I start at let's see, I start at 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many that there be which go in thereat. That goes into beautiful what you was bringing out, man. Jake want to do their own thing, and that's why 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed, man. You know, when you come into this thing, it takes you to have the Most High commissioned us to have discipline according to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. And you got a lot of people that get tired of that discipline and they want to go do their own thing, man. You see what I'm saying? And that's going to lead to their own destruction.
Right. Most of the time, we hear Jake say, "Oh, it doesn't feel right." You know, it doesn't feel right. Feeling, it's all about their feelings, man. You know, their minds are not on heavenly things, as the scriptures say, man.
Mind earthly things.
Yeah. They got their mind on earthly things, man. On basically building up their own reputation. That's why it was beautiful in Philippians when Paul said about Yahushua. He said, his scripture said he made himself no reputation, man. He just did the work, and then he got glorified. But then you got people out here that are looking for a reputation, all right, which is seeking a corruptible crown. And what is it going to do? At the end of this, it's just going to decay on you, man.
It's going to decay. It ends here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Come on. All right.
Go back to
Got
it.
it.
All right. Back in Romans, let's see here, verse 4, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh.
That's right.
But they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit.
Right, we paying attention to the prophecies. Everybody else is caught up with got them mad or, you know, like you say, exalting themselves or just making their own way to their own kingdom.
Right.
And then their God is their belly in the process.
Right.
That's right.
You know, that's a very dangerous way to be.
Yep.
But the Lord have put a spirit on his elect men. They're going to fight that. It's not that the feeling don't come, but we're overcoming death.
Exactly.
Because those thoughts in that way leads to death, and that's what we're trying to do. That's what 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, we may go into that.
Yeah.
The camp, you know, go into that.
Or if you got,
You know, because we don't, man, death is played out, man. It's done with. It's an old way. It's a way that you should frown upon.
Yep.
All right?
And it starts with you. It starts with fighting your own battle, man. You know? That when we came into the truth, you know, a lot of it we looked at, cursing Esau out.
Right.
You know, wicked niggas, you know, just basically pointing the finger at everybody. But then as you get more deep into the truth, you realize, shit, it's me.
Over the last 3 years, it's been like, it's been hitting me like, oh shit, this is the straight gate.
Yeah.
And now, you know, to bear your cross, you know.
Right. You gotta fight you. The fight is you.
Right.
You know?
There's going to be certain things in your character that is going to be revealed to you in the latter days that you didn't know that you was dealing with, man.
Right.
You might see a certain attribute that you have, you know what I'm saying, within yourself that you know you need to fix, but that attribute could stem from a bigger problem that you need to be fixed. That needs to be fixed, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the Most High is putting us through that straight grade to make us uncomfortable so we could be purged,
I
man.
just did a lesson on that.
That's
In the car. I just loaded it up.
Con.
And it's crazy because, man, when you present it with that, you got to take it. You got to understand that this is the Lord, you know, trying to purge something out of me. Now, if you take it like a nigga would take it, then it's gonna be you gonna get mad. You're gonna fight.
You're gonna get nigga.
Well,
results.
what about you?
Yeah.
You know, well, what about a brother come to you with something through the spirit, like, look, you need go in the club and tell a nigga, man, I don't think you should be sagging like that.
Right.
You gonna have a fight.
Yeah.
We don't react like niggas, man. We're
Exactly.
supposed to react in the spirit and understand that, hey, this is a man of the Lord with a message from the Lord. Hey, and what he's saying, I need to take because even if you don't understand it right then and there, take it into consideration and keep building and fighting, man.
That's right. We can go back.
Verse 6, for to be carnally minded is death.
Death.
But to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Life and peace. You know? Because you ain't going to get real peace in this world, but you'll get peace in your spirit. You know that, and that's the thing. That see the guys that you know are still fighting those things that they were told about. You know, they don't have peace in their mind. You know, but when you that's the beauty about purging that leaven, purging your own leaven. It's very peaceful to you because it's a battle won. The demon is suppressed, and you're able to breathe, man. You know, you're able to live, man. You know. But if you don't, you be, you know, questioning everything you do. Well, did I do this right? Did I not do this right? You know, did I do this? Or should I do this? Or should I not do that? Whatever the case is, man. You know? Keep going.
Let's see. Verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be.
See? Exactly, man. Because that's why them niggas, they didn't get it from way back when.
It's not a mix.
Enemy of the cross.
Yep, exactly. They're enemy of the cross, man. All right? Because they even when you present the law, they didn't want to get it. So for damn sure they're not going to get it according to the Spirit. You know, and then, you know, it's funny, you know, I just throw this out there real quick. My woman was talking to me, you know, because, you know, we was just talking about faggots, and, you know, people have the inclination in their mind that, you know, that they were born that way. And essentially, you know, they kind of were.
They were.
Because the Most High subject them to that shit, man. They scripture. They were. You're right. Because the scripture says, I will send you strong delusions because you believe the lie. And now that's why, because we believed in the Spirit back then, we're going to walk according to the Spirit. So that's why you got certain men that's just slated to just be demons, man.
To be given over to particular demons, because you may be born, you know, straight. Then the Lord go have something go happen, and he gonna give you over to that. And you gonna become a faggot.
Yeah.
You know? But you were ordained from the foundation of the earth, essentially, to be that way. Because faggots got to be a part of the story.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That sounds bad.
Right.
Hey, that reminds me of Proverbs 16th chapter, man. Let me grab it right
Con, that's the Spirit. That's the Spirit. Because I mentioned it. That's the scripture.
Yep.
I mentioned. I didn't say the scripture to her, but I basically mentioned it in a roundabout way, because they subject to doom. You know, the scriptures talk about the generation that was born in vain. You know, or they're going to die in vain, man. You know.
The 2/3 is a generation that's going to die.
Right.
They'll get their asses put to death. But we're hoping to be the generation that life is going to be established.
Right.
You know.
Con.
This is Proverbs 16:4. Yahweh hath made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
That's right. The word evil meaning bad times, man.
Yeah.
The Most High created certain spirits, okay, for vengeance, as the scripture says. You know, we always, you know how we bring that out. A lot of times we talk about beasts, different animals, and, you know, certain spirits, whatever the case is, you know, and that jack somebody up, you know, but that's essentially what that is, man. You know, when people they're born and they just can't get right, man.
Through.
Yeah. They just through. That's a spirit that was created for vengeance, man.
That's right.
Judas was a spirit that was created for vengeance. You know, everything that he did is going to be made manifest in the latter times, man.
Pharaoh.
Yep, Pharaoh, same thing. That's just the Most High's track record, if you will.
That's right.
You know?
He hardened Pharaoh's heart for his purpose, to show his strength.
Come.
Because Egypt was a great empire, man. You know, and he allowed him get to that height so he could show the nation of Israel who he was dealing with, which was the nation of Israel.
That's right. Oh, now it reminds me of Romans the 9th chapter. I'll just read it real quick. This is Romans. Yep, Romans 9, and I'll read verse 13. And it's as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. But what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid.
Right, this world will tell you that you're wrong.
Right.
To tell the Lord what he can and can't do.
Right. Yep.
I'm sorry for cutting you off. The world will tell you that they know God, and they ain't picked up a Bible or nothing. They tell you, I know God.
Right.
He loves this. He loves that. He loves everything. And that's not according to the scriptures.
You don't even know when to stop eating particular foods that are destroying your body.
Right.
But you know God.
God, right. Con, that's right, because what it all sparked from too as well is that, You know, basically you got this, I guess he's on Fox. Nah, he's not on Fox, no way. What he might be is this guy here. You know, he's a news reporter, and then you got this ex-porn star broad, and they on there on the news.
The chick with Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then but they up there talking about morals.
Right.
Yeah, you know, like that's fucking bugged out, man.
Yeah.
You know, you got a porn star and an open faggot talking about morals, man.
Right.
That's
that gotta be CNN.
Yeah. That's what I said.
With a black
Phil.
dude.
Nah. I'll show it to you. You know?
Want me to keep reading that
Come.
for you? All right, it says, what shall we say? Romans 9 and 14. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid. Let me keep going.
Gone.
For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy.
Yeah, and that's what's been bestowed unto us as mercy, man. Through grace and mercy. That should be your focal point in life. You know, I'm here through the grace and the mercy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I'm doing X, Y, and Z because of the grace and the mercy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You have to constantly keep that in your mind, man. That's how you abound.
Right.
By understanding the grace and the mercy that was bestowed unto you, man. You know, to actually get this knowledge, the Lord showed you grace and mercy.
Right.
All right? I think it's a little more, if you don't mind.
All right, it says, for the scriptures saith unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Yes, that's right. That's right, man. And keep going.
All right?
Verse 18.
Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and on whom he will harden, whom he will harden.
Right?
Wilt thou say then unto me, why doth yet he find fault for who hath resisted his will?
Who have resisted his will. That's it right there, man.
Right.
Yep.
You know? And that's what it boils down to, man. So when, you know, guys bug out, you realize they ain't going after the spirit, you know? Hey, man, that's the will of the Father, man.
Right.
Most High.
That's
you watch a movie, sometimes you be like, why he have to die?
Right.
This is the real movie.
Right. Yeah.
See?
Yep, this is the real movie. You ain't write the script.
Right. You didn't write
You know? That's why, hey, man, the apostles and elders always said, man, this thing ain't about like. You know? It ain't about like, man. You know, you could like somebody, you could have love for the man.
Yes.
But if he bugging out, he tripping. He ain't walking after the spirit.
He ain't fruitful.
He essentially, he's an enemy to the cross.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's how we got to look at it. It's a business at the end of the day.
Right.
You know?
Man.
Con.
Just said that in the video. Like these guys who just come around and sit. Hey, put them on the other side of the camp, man.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better for you.
Better for them.
Yeah. Yes.
It might be a burden lifted off their shoulder.
Yep. And then they may be able to flourish like that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It happens.
Right.
It happens. You know just being demoted sometimes is a good thing.
That's right.
I just say that. Let's put that out there, man.
Right.
Being demoted is a good thing sometimes. It's gonna make or break you. Because when you're demoted, look, either you gonna focus up, that means I need to do more, or you gonna bitch up. You know, you gonna be like, man, nah, this ain't right. You gonna try to see things right in your own eyes. You know? But if you walking after the spirit, like the topic, if you walking after the spirit, it's all gonna work out to the good.
Right.
You know?
When you get rebuked too, like trying to find out, hey, that other brother that may rebuke you, he took his rebuke.
Right.
He got rebuked. He taking his rebuke. You know.
Con.
Just to throw that out there, you know.
Con. We go back to Romans 8.
Come.
Yep.
This is Romans 8, and I start at 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. If so be that the Spirit of the Most High dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Mashiach, he is none of his.
Right. You just a shepherd. You just a sheep just out in the field, man.
That's right.
It's here.
You know, we all need a shepherd. You know, we all need guidance. You know? It's all spiritual. That's why, you know, King David, that type of spirit he had, you know, to what? To go out and he wrestled the sheep from the mouth of the lion and the mouth of the she-bear. You know? Because if you wanted the sheep, you're going to be taken care of, man.
That's right.
You know? You're going to walk according to the spirit. You know? Keep going.
That's right.
And if Mashiach is be in you, the body is dead because of sin.
See? And that's it right there. The body is dead because of sin, man. You know? And hey, man, look, brothers through the spirit are leveling up, man. You know, we able to read certain things. You know? Being able to read the spirit, man.
That's right.
You know?
It's happening.
It's happening. All right?
But the spirit is life because of righteousness. But if the spirit of him that raised up Yahushua from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Mashiach from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his spirit that dwelleth in you.
And this is talking to the elect. And guess what, brothers? We're being resurrected.
That's right.
But you ain't going to be resurrected by being in the flesh.
That's right.
You're going to be resurrected by being in the spirit. And just like after 3 days and a half, after the 3 days Yahushua was resurrected, I'm going to get this in Revelation 11 for you.
Yep.
Revelation 11 and 11, all right? And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood up on their feet, and great fear fell on them which saw them. He's quoting Ezekiel the 37th chapter. You know, the dry bones being raised up. That's us, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right.
But we have the breath, man. But you ain't gonna get raised up. You ain't resurrecting in the flesh. You gotta resurrect in the spirit, man.
That's why I said you mentioned earlier we into the prophecies.
Right.
You know, because that's what that's essentially talking about.
Right,
350 years.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Why? Because, you know, it was always Jake always knew that it was Israel.
That's right.
You know, remember he was watching the video, you had the different schools, the different Torah schools.
Right.
But then, you know, Elder Abba Bivens,
Right.
he started to prophesy.
Right. Started to prophesy. Now look, we're being resurrected.
Exactly.
We're almost to the end. In the end of the resurrection, when we finally it's conquering death.
Exactly.
That's what when Yahushua rose from the dead, what did he do? He conquered death. That's what we trying to do.
Exactly.
You know?
Yup. Through the spirit, we doing it.
We're doing it.
We doing it through the spirit, man.
Right.
You know, because we're not. And it goes back to what we said earlier. We're not moving based upon our own deeds. You know, we're moving in the spirit. You know, apostles and elders say, yo, get in the mindset of doing 3 videos a day. That's what we doing, man.
Right.
We just moving in the spirit. All right, cool. Let's go.
Let's go.
Not bugging up.
Not questioning.
Yeah, like what the fuck, man?
Yeah, not murmuring.
Yeah.
But you gotta have that same mindset within your individual camp too, I might add. You know, if a brother say, somebody above you say something, man, you know, try to make an effort and not try, but just listen, man. Don't have a whole bunch of things to say and murmuring things of that nature, man. You know what I'm saying? Something that, you know, that, hey, first person I'm speaking to is myself, man. You see what I'm saying? Hey, and that's how we're going to flow in the spirit. You see? Not bucking up and having a goddamn opinion all the time, man.
Yeah. You know, that goes Deuteronomy 28 and 15. If thou shalt hearken unto the Lord diligently. You know, we read that all the time.
What does the word hearken mean?
And it said diligently.
Yeah.
The goal is to hearken diligently.
That's what the remnant represents.
Come.
Through obedience, we gonna live, man.
Yep, exactly, man. Exactly. Taking heed. The people that take heed the most are going to be delivered. You know, when the Lord comes back with the chariots and all the turmoil, and in the midst of World War, you have Leviathan, you have this big end of the movie scene, you know, in the midst of all that. You know, but if you were diligent, you gonna come through all that, man. Mm-hmm. You know, if you were diligent in listening, you know.
Well, yeah. You look at all of our forefathers. You read Hebrews 11. It was through their diligence and obedience that this ministry forwarded, man.
Right.
Like I always say, at the time of the Tower of Babel, what you think was going on? Hell, wickedness. But it was a particular group. Through Eber and all, you know, that family, they remained faithful. The Hebrew wasn't confounded.
Exactly.
You see? And through our obedience right here in these latter times as the remnant, everything is going to be reestablished, man.
Yeah.
The earth is going to be comforted like Noah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because it's all going to be made manifest. Who's who? Instead of your own vain opinion, there's no judgment.
Right.
You know? Because I remember you said in a video a little while back, probably like last week, you said, you mentioned how when the scriptures talked about how when Yahushua comes, he's going to come back and judge with the law.
Yeah.
You know?
Second Ezra 3. Want me to get it?
Yeah, Baba Shah. Yeah, because look, man, that's why the scriptures talk about the
covered.
Yeah, you got to be covered. You got to go according to the law of the Spirit right now, man.
That's right.
That's what the scripture said. They're that walk in the law of the Spirit, man. He's giving you, that's why this time is the grace and the mercy, you know, because he's telling you, just listen to my men. All right? I know you're going to fall. I know you're going to bump your head. You're going to go off. There's pork in the food.
Yeah.
You know, the water ain't shit.
Yeah.
You know, I know you you know, women walking around lust. It's easy to lust after them. They got fucking men. You know, I know we're all adulterers. I understand that. But all I want you to do is listen to my men. Do what the hell I told them to do.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
But guys just can't get that. You know?
Yep, 2 Ezra 13 and 38. And shall lay before them their evil thoughts and torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are likened to a flame, and he shall destroy them without labor by the law.
See?
Which is likened to a fire.
Yeah. Yeah. He said, judge them without labor, man.
Yeah.
You know? Because, look, it's about being diligent, man. It's about laboring. You ain't laboring this truth, you're going to get judged. You know? You reap what you sow, man. All right?
Right. And the Lord, he going to be judging according. So just imagine a mass death that's going to happen. Read those laws, man.
Yeah.
Man, if we ain't covered, we through.
Yeah. Gone,
So
man.
just imagine the people that ain't covered.
Right.
Woo.
Yeah. So you want to walk in the Spirit, man. All right?
That's right.
You got something, Mike?
No.
Okay, we can go back to Romans 8.
Okay.
Probably a couple more. I didn't want to go through the whole chapter.
Okay, this
You know,
is
the whole
Romans
chapter's
8
good.
and 11. But if the spirit of him that raised up Yahushua from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Mashiach from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies
Meaning make you alive.
That's what's happening.
Being alive in the Spirit. And that's what's going on. Brothers, we're waking up every day.
That's right.
You know?
Man.
Yeah, the inner man is waking up every day. You know, we talk about how we first woke up into the truth. You should be waking up every day. You should be waking up to different facts and different traits and attributes about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. Look, I need to cut that off. I need to cut that off. And then, you know, everything is seasonal too. The more and more you get in the Spirit, the more and more you understand the seasons and how things work. You know, look, I'm gonna cut this off, and now I'm gonna come back. Like we was talking about earlier, eating meat. We always brothers talk about that. You know, right now, you know, I'm gonna fall back off the meat.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna eat more vegetables. You know, and then you come back into eating meat a little bit. You know,
right.
It's a seasonal thing.
It happens.
Everything is seasonal, man. Because what? Everything is flowing in the Spirit.
Right.
All right.
Con.
You keep going.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out.
Verse
I'm
12.
we want to go. Well, I need to finish first, but I'll just go this row. Therefore, behold, brethren, it's like it. We are debtors, not to the flesh, to live after the flesh.
Yeah.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
We're in debt.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about that yesterday?
Yep.
We're in debt, brothers.
Yeah.
So you gotta walk in the Spirit to cover a multitude of sins, man.
That's right. That's right.
That's how you paying your debt, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, by walking in the Spirit, man.
Yeah, every video you make, when you are applying your time and your patience to a brother, you know, that's you paying your debt. You know, walking in the fruits of the Spirit is paying your debt.
That's right.
The Lord's Prayer, not my will. It says, forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. You know? So this is how you do it, by walking in the Spirit.
That's right.
Keep going.
For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live.
Yeah, mortify the deeds of the body, man. Get out your fucking head. You know? Get out your head. You know?
Your perspective is not the be all.
Yeah, the end all be all. Yup,
You know
yup.
what I'm saying?
Just a perspective.
It's
Right.
just a perspective. Yep.
God.
You know what I'm
Stephen
saying?
Hawking had a perspective.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, because when you look at it too, that's heavy still, you said. Because pro meaning before, it's basically mean prophesy.
Yeah.
It basically means to see before.
See.
To prospect. You know, the CB4. Why do we have, you know, NFL scouts and football, college football scouts? Where do they go? They go to prospects. Who can do what for me in the future?
Right.
You know?
Right.
You know, so so when you look at things from the perspective of the scriptures, you don't look at things from the perspective of your own mind.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I got a precept for
Con.
2 Corinthians 4:16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
That's right. That's right, man. You know?
Day by day.
Day by day. And that's how you pay off those debts, man. Remember, we're in debt.
With compound interest.
Right. I gotta read this. This is brother GMS Vegas sit downs. You know, shalom to you out. Shalom to all the brothers on the comment board. You know? Yep. 1 Peter 4:2. That he no longer shall live the rest of his time in the flesh to lust of men.
Doing what you want to do.
What is that?
1 Peter 4:2.
You know what I'm saying? Doing what you want to do when you was given, bestowed this beautiful knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, with this knowledge, man, you became a better person. Into herbs, eating right. You know what I'm saying? Having a code of conduct with your brothers.
We're spiritual hybrids.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know the mysteries of the Most High.
Yep.
You understand prophecy. You know that the world is about to go to shit. You know, and what are you gonna do with that knowledge? You gonna just piss on it? You see, or just default on that loan that you was given, and that loan. What I'm talking about is that money,
Right.
right? The money of the scriptures, man.
Yep.
That wisdom, man.
Talents.
You gonna default on that? Well, if you do that, you default on your debt on those loans.
Yeah.
This is a loan.
Yeah.
The most I can
It
take
is a
that
loan. Yeah.
You can take this back. You gonna die, bro.
You see America. Losing. Look,
Walking after
debt.
the flesh.
Yeah, because of debt. They don't know how to pay fucking debts.
That's right.
Yeah.
They lived that whole America was built off of compound interest, man.
Right.
Yeah. God, yup. It says, I'm gonna read it again. It says that he no longer shall live after the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men. And I want to say this too because we talk about, you know, we grew up hearing that lust, like it was always a bad thing.
The stream is tripping.
It is?
Yeah, brother Axis, the stream's still going.
Okay. Con.
You saw hating.
Yeah, that's how I be.
Player hate.
Let me see.
That's all right.
Yeah, brother, so that's true. I'm trying to go to it now.
Yeah, me too.
Man, allow you.
Nah.
Point came out.
That might be something that we need to hear.
Yeah,
I need to hear it.
yeah.
Hey, but that message has been going out a lot.
Con.
Fight the flesh.
Yeah.
You know.
These demons are getting heavy, bro.
Well, they're coming at different angles.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the same goddamn demon. I think we're back though. Maybe not. The brothers is typing on the comment board. The brother said con. Buffering. But like you said, after the point came out. He said not for him. Elder said not for him. He said he good.
He always good.
Yeah.
How the hell he get it? Nobody. Dude, man. Hold up, man.
Shalom. Oh, he said not on for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's through. Yeah, copy. Point was made. You know? Yeah, nobody on there. Yeah, the brother just said Esau messing with the viewer numbers while we still on here. It say no viewers.
Yeah. He saw mad. He hurt.
Yeah.